Hello, everybody. Welcome to this channel. I hope this channel will give you a lot of information about the technologies, how you can use it, how you can make money from the technologies. Since I'm like a fan of Amazon Cloud, I hope that I will give you a lot of information about the Amazon Cloud. We will start slowly, step by step. How, for example, how you can create a website for free using Amazon, how you make money from this website. Then we will go one level up, how you will, for example, if you are interested with any certification in AWS, I will help you with some videos for SysOps administration or Architect Association certificate, security certificate, machine learning certificate. I will try as much as possible to give you a lot of information, plus some Linux administration, how you can tweak your web service, how you can tweak your application using Amazon. All of this at the end will enhance your career path. I hope I will help you as much as I can. In this video, since it's the beginning, first of all, I hope you can subscribe to my channel. And if you like the video, of course, you can just click the button below for the like. If you have any question or if you have any suggestion about Amazon or any kind of technology, just text me, send it by email or in the comment. I will be so happy to create a video for you. Now, we will go directly into the business. In this video, we will teach you, I will show you how you can create a WordPress account. WordPress is just because like WordPress is very famous. How you will create a WordPress website for free. You just need the domain name, which is almost like $11. That's all what you need, and everything else will be for free for 1 year from Amazon. You will have stable, very secure, very like high-speed server, which will help you with the Google search engine optimization, which I will have one session or like one video regarding some tips and tricks about search engine optimization. Let's go directly to the business. This is aws.amazon.com. Sign in to the console. If you have an account, just put the username and a password, and you have to know the free tier will be eligible only if for the first 12 months since you create the account. If your account is old, so you have to pay for the services. Otherwise, you can have it for free. If you don't have a account, just click here, create a new account. Put the email address, password, account name, whatever. Then if you click continue, you have to put your address, credit card information. And of course, you put credit card information, but you will not be charged for anything. One more thing which is good about Amazon, usually for the startup, they will give you some credits. Like after 6 months, they will see that how the traffic of you are using for an AWS, and they could give you credit where you can use it for, like, for example, extra 6 months for free. So just create an account. After that, you can just go back. Okay, go back and do aws.amazon.com. Then click again, sign in. I don't want complete sign up. Sign up. I don't need, just here, root user. Then click next, put the password, and you will be inside the, what we call it, AWS console page. So once you do the registration, go back, sign into the console, put the username and a password, and then you are inside AWS Management Console. And from here, we will start creating your first website. And I hope this website will give you some revenue at the end of first 12 months. There are 3 things that you have to understand it very well. First of all, which is the region. Here it's in Ohio. But I'm going to use Northern Virginia because there is one service which is available only on Northern Virginia right now. Usually, AWS or Amazon, when they have a new services or they are trying something new, they deploy it in Northern Virginia. And once it's fine, everything is compatible with everything, then they will deploy it with the other regions. This is one. So we are going to use Northern Virginia. Second, services. When you click on the services, you find these huge number of services. Each service contains a lot of things, a lot of features. Now, what you have to know and what you have to understand in the AWS, they have some services which is global, like S3, which is the storage, like identity access management. These are very, very, very important features which are globally. So whatever you are doing something in these services, it will be available in all regions and availability zone. But other services are only based on the region. For example, EC2, Elastic Cloud Compute, RDS, CloudFront. CloudFront is partially global. We can say Media Life, Config, CloudTrail. If you do something inside this region, you have to keep working on this one. So if you create your RDS inside Northern Virginia, you cannot manage it from outside Northern Virginia. And we will show you this in practice when we are going to create the website. So, okay, so how we will build our website. So you need a domain name, you need the domain registry, you need the DNS, you need the server, you need a database if you are using a dynamic website like WordPress, the famous content management service all around the world. So I have this diagram for WordPress and how it's gonna work. So here the user is going to access the website. So it needs to go to Amazon Route 53, which is also global. And from Amazon Route 53 here, it will verify the DNS and the domain name. Then it will pass it to CloudFront for the edging, for the caching. And from CloudFront will communicate with the application load balancer. Application load balancer will be responsible to load the balance between 2 or 3 instances at the same time. And we are not going to use memcache because it's like for very advanced site. But we have this instance, we will communicate with the RDS. Here it's Amazon Aurora, but we don't need Amazon Aurora because WordPress is working with the MySQL. Of course, you can run WordPress with the Aurora, but again, you don't need it at this moment. All right. So database and the instance will not be facing the internet at all. So now no one can access the website directly or access this database and instance from outside AWS, which means that you are minimizing the service of any attack, DDoS attacks or SQL injection or any PHP attack, whatever. Then you will have application load balancer, which it will communicate with HTTPS. So you will have your own only one port which will be open, which is HTTPS. And you can open also port 80 and redirect 80 to 443. In order to start, we are going to start with the Ec2 instance and the database in order to make a communication between both of them. Then we are going to create the load balancer, then the cloud, then the Route 53. We cannot just do CloudFront without application load balancer. Application load balancer will not work without instance. Instance cannot be running alone without database. So we will start one by one. We will start with the Ec2. If you click here on the services, you will find the first one on the left side above under the compute Ec2. Once you click on it, it will tell you that, okay, these are the console for the Ec2. We are in Northern Virginia. You can just click running instance is a 0. You have here a multi-types of instance. You have spot instance, you have saving plans, you have reserved instance, you have dedicated host. And I will explain each of these later on in separated video. So I'm not going to interrupt you here. What you need to do, just like click launch instance. I'm going to use the first one. Once you click, you will see the T2 macro, 1 CPU, 1 GP, which is available for free. Next, configure the instance. Now, here's something that it's interesting. First of all, we are not going to use any spot instance here. Create a new VPC. We just need the default VPC. I will explain the VPC also in the next video. I will explain it inside out, like how to manipulate with this. Auto assign a public IP address. Yes, So we need a public IP address so we can access the server using SSH. If you are not going to assign public IP address, so you need the pathogen server in order to access it, and you need a NAT gateway or internet gateway to access from the server to the internet. So we will enable public IP address, but we will stop the connection to the server later on via security group and NACLs. Do we need identity access management rules? No, but later on I will explain what does it mean. But the good thing about Amazon, everything is denied until you go and assign a policy or a rule for the user or the service. So right now we don't need any rule. We will talk about it later. Here, if you want to do like okay, here is about the bash script. So once you create the server, you want to tell the server once you just boot it up, I need you to do some stuff for us. So let's write this one, bash yum update -y. Then we will do yum install httpd -y, and all right. So here yum install httpd -y. We need to do wget https wordpress.org /latest.tar.gz. I think it's this one, right? All right, then we need to do tar-zvf, this one. Okay, install php 7.4-y. Next, add the volume. We don't need like higher than GBP2. GP2, 8 GB is fine. Add the tags. The tags is a good thing just for you to track it, and plus for the billing. It will take the tag and it will tell you, okay, this is the tag which is like causing you this mic. Volume EC2 WordPress. Next, configuration for the security group. For the security group, we need to create one security group. First, because we just started, so we will do WordPress SG, and we will put the same. What we need the SSH. Later on, of course, you can just put my IP address, and it will give you your IP address, or anywhere, or a custom IP address, or a custom security group, anywhere, it's fine. Rule, we need HTTP. And we need HTTPS, and of course we need an access to MySQL later on. So let's add it right now. So here we have all the, and we need it also from custom from anywhere. Later on we can I will modify this one. So run launch and review. Here launch. Okay, here you need to create a new key pair, because you need it to create to log into the server without it. But here you have to make sure that this key pair, you cannot share it with anyone else. You cannot just put it online. You cannot give it to anyone else. It's just for you or for the people they are working with you in AWS, and you trust them. If you are like just like a startup, you have to make sure that which people you are going to give them, because with the server they can access this with this file, they can access the server, and maybe they can hack and start creating Bitcoin mining using your server, and you will be billed at the end because you are not going to use the free tier anymore. Okay, so again, WordPress key P. Download it. I'm going to save it, save the file. Okay. While it's saved, I don't know. I will set for it. Then launch instance. Now it will be launched. This one, if you are using Mac, you don't need to convert it. But if you are using Windows, you need to convert it. So here I have a puttygen. I will load this file. I will just load this file here. I will save the private key. That's all what I have to do. I will do it WordPress VM that private key key. I will save it. That's all what I need. Close it. Then meanwhile I will back to console, view instance. Now it's running, initializing, and I have this public IP address. So I will grab this IP address. I will do a new session or input it. I will put the username as ec2 user at the IP address SSH. Go to authenticate. I will go to desktop AWS. I will put this one. Let's save it somewhere. WordPress server, server here. It's fine. Open. All right, I'm here. So let's see if the Apaches have been installed. How we know? RVM grep HTTP. We need to RVM-QA grep HTTPD. It's not HTTP. Yeah, it's installed. There's a XVF. I forget with. Okay. Now I have this WordPress. I need to copy the full places like this one, everything to var.html, so it will be under the Apache server. I need to check if we have the PHP. Don't tell me that. Okay, I forgot it. Yeah, we have the PHP 4, so yeah, so we have to do it. Now we need to do yum install PHP. So it will tell you that you have to install the PHP 4 because it's installed all that the modules, but the PHP itself it had not been installed. All right. So what else we need to do? We have to do two more things right now. Which is like self sign-in Ssl certificate. So we will just like get rid of it, and we need to do that's it actually. Yeah, and we need the database. So let's go and jump to the database. All right, so we will go to the services. Under the services, you have RDS. Click on it. Okay, now this is the dashboard of RDS, which contains all the databases, which is managed by Amazon. So we will create database. Here we will use MySQL. We will go down the community and just wait for 2 seconds, and it will give you the free tier because there is like a specific server for the free tier. Database instance, that's AATU BC, AATU RE83. Username and the admin is the same. Instance, you cannot just change it because it's a free of charge. This is what you need. Enable storage auto scanning, you don't need it actually. That's because we will delete it after the end of this videos. Subnet group, it will be the default, not difficult. VPC security group, it's existing one, and we need this one. And we don't need the default one. So we will have this security group. I told you that I'm going to change and tweak the security group. Availability zone, I don't care. See, this is the Northern Virginia. They have they have 6 availability zone. Additional configuration, 3 the port, it's still the same. Password authentication. And here you have to be careful. Additional configuration, you have to click here and do initial database name. You need to create the database name. So all what you did above this line is all about how to create the server of MySQL. You know, if you are expert with the MySQL or any database, you have the database engine, and inside the database, you will have something called database itself. So you can go, for example, to MySQL-root-MySQL, which is like the default username and password for MySQL. If you install it to Linux, then you click enter, then you will see if you do select start from any table, it will tell you, okay, you didn't select any database. You have to select the database. So you have the engine. Now you want to create the database name. Just create this. I will use the same username, the same password. Here, retention period. I don't need the backup. You can like put 2-3 days, whatever you want. It's for free. Enhancement, maintenance. Yeah, you need enable auto minor version upgrade. If there is something like a minor, it will be fine. But if it's a major, it will like tell you. It will send you an email saying, tell you that okay, there's a new version. If you want to upgrade it, go and just do the upgrade. You have to do it manually. Here it's a deletion protection. If you enable it, which means that if you are going to delete the database, it will tell you you cannot delete the database until until you disable the deletion protection. So I don't need it because I'm going to let's once we delete the database, it's good. I will tell you how to check it. Then create the database. It will take between 5 to 10 minutes. Once this is still creating, we need to do the SSL certificate for the EC2. This is the instance plus etc http. Okay. First of all, yum install mode SSL. You have to install this one. Yes. Then you have to do less etc http conf.d. Okay. SSL.conf. You go down. You will see this. Okay. So this is the command. I have it. Okay. This is the command. I will have it. I will just need to change etc pki TLS and the name as localhost. And the same here, localhost. And it will be PKI TLS. I hope it will be fine. Click enter. I don't need any of this information. Of course, you can fill it, but I don't need it. Then I will do service HTTP D stop and start. All right, so now we can do the other things. Which are? Okay, now what about the database? Okay, database is still creating. It will take 5 minutes. Meanwhile, go to EC2 here and go to the running host. It's just give me the IP address, and I will just click here HTTPS. All right, advance, accept the risk. So here you are in that WordPress with this IP address. Of course, if you want the domain name, then we will I will teach you how to do all of this. But how you will route the domain? Okay, I will tell you how to route the domain. Then we will we will continue, but you have to buy your domain and do your stuff. Where is route? Okay, to buy the domain, I said you need a route 53. Okay, now here, what you need to do, you don't need to create a host zone, you don't need to do anything. You just need to go to register a domain. Once you register the domain, check for any domain, check, buy it, and it will create for you it will create for you the hosted zone. I will open, wait a minute, let me open for you the main account where there are all right, so this is the route 53. This is the route 53 for the main account, RTPC, my account. There are hosting zone. I have this domain name, Borsa Club. I will just create a record. This record, I don't need it. Delete. Okay, this is the DNS for the Route 53 for the domain name, which I already have. Once you create the domain, you will have only two things, which is SN and SOA. But you don't need to change anything because it's already configured, pre-configured for you. What you have to do, you have to go and create a record. I need a simple routing. Next, now define the routing. Borsa Club, I wanted to go to IP address depending on the record. All right, what is the IP address? IP address, I want it to be an external IP address, which is this one. EC2, running host. I need this one. Let's see what will happen. Define, create a record. record was created successfully. So if we come here and say borsaclub.com. Okay, so see now Borsa Club. Oh, good. That's cool. So I used another account to create a DNS to the server which I want. So now we are going to use the Borsa Club as a domain. That's all what we need to do. Okay, so we will just do it without certification. Then I will explain to you the certification later on how to do it. All right. So back to this. This is the server. Let's go and check the RDS. Since it's done, yeah, it's available. Just to click on it. We have this is the endpoint. This is the host where you have to put when you do the configuration or the installation. So this is let's go. This is the domain name Borsa Club. When you just click, we'll go to that server. WordPress name, database user database name. We have to take it from here. What was it? Okay, this one. Username is this one. Password is this one. Now the database host is this database host. Submit. It will tell you that we cannot write to this to wp config. So just copy all of it. Control C. Open the putty session and go to cd var html. Then do viw config.php and just save it. That's all what you need to do. Run installation. Okay, the site. The website, it's AATU, Ali. Username, admin, password, admin. Yeah, confirm the week. I need AATU 83, Ali 83 at gmail.com. Install WordPress. Now the WordPress is working fine for you. That's awesome. If you just come here, you have the WordPress which is installed and working fine without the SSL security or any other thing. Now, this is all for this video. I know it's a very long video, but I hope you enjoy it. Later on, we will talk about how to do the enhancement for AWS. How to do the enhancement, of course, not for the Amazon. I will talk about how we do the enhancement for the WordPress and get rid of htaccess file, which will create a huge difference between the old with htaccess or without htaccess. That will make you jump one big step forward to speed up your server. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about application load balancer, and I will continue with the plan. Have a nice day. See you in the next video. Bye.